In today's episode, we've got 150 million left in the transfer budget, and we're going to spend it on one massive signing before the window closes. And looking back at last episode and the lack of goals, I think that's a good enough reason that we need to make this signing. No, surely not. Leicester, and it's 2-0. It's 2-0 for Leicester, guys. And they're going to make it 1-0. Somerville with the goal, and I cannot believe this. Back-to-back games now, we concede the first goal. I don't know where the problem is. And so after them two games against Leicester and Leeds, we find ourselves in 14th place in the Premier League with 1 point. And as you guys can see from the right hand side, we're taking on Man City first in today's episode, a real test and a chance for our new signing to show us what he can do. And now talking to Man City, they've got a new signing. Jozabal joins them, and what a signing that is. How much did they pay? And it says they paid 42 million. I feel like that's quite cheap. And not only have we got a tough game against Man City, the start of our Champions League group, as we know in real life, Chelsea have done really well, but so have Milan, and that's our first game. Before we go any further in today's episode, if you guys are looking forward to it, plenty of big games coming up and signings to be made. Don't forget to drop me a like down below in the video, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and let's get into the comments. And here we go in the first comment for today's video, and it says you should buy Bellingham, Nkunku and Gavardio. And these three players are the sort of players that Chelsea should be signing. Younger players with definitely high potential and players that have already proven that they can do it. Again, Bellingham, we already know how good he is. Gavardio, I think, you know what, Chelsea, he might actually be joining them in January or next summer. I think there is some sort of agreement there. But Nkunku as well, he'll be in a fantastic signing. And now into the next comment, and this one says Chalobah has been superb this season. You should start him. He was superb in my career mode. And now one thing I should have told you guys in episode 1 is this team is going to be rotated a lot, and I mean a lot, because you look at Graham Potter, very rarely do you see the same starting 11 go out to start the following game. So we're going to rotate a lot of players. Chalobah is going to come in, Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, and all these players are going to get plenty of game time. And here we go in the final comment for today's press conference, and this one says convert Chukwuemeka to a cam. He gets a +2, depending on what form he's in. He could get a +3 or a 4. Yeah, now I did say I want to keep Chukwuemeka in the squad. I want to develop him myself rather than send him out on loan. Now converting to a cam, how long would that actually take? Shouldn't take long, should it? 15 weeks, that's great. Then try and get him into good form or excellent form. He might find himself 68 rated. And now for today's episode, I said we're going to make a signing, and I think that signing is going to be a striker, because right now we've got Havertz, we've got Broja, we've got Aubameyang, I'm not really a massive fan of. Broja, I'm a fan, but 75 rated, gonna have to develop him. And Havertz, well, in them first 2 games, he didn't play too well for us. And so that's why I've gone ahead and put together this shortlist right now. We've got players like Nkunku, Lautaro Martinez, Harry Kane, João Felix, and Memphis Depay. Again, all of these signings, maybe not, you know, quote unquote realistic, but would fit in that position. And now after removing Harry Kane from the shortlist, I think these 4 players would be semi-realistic. Again, Nkunku heavily linked with Chelsea. Lautaro Martinez could be linked for the move. João Felix, again, is kind of on the fence, but Depay as well. I mean, this guy is trying to get a move away from Barcelona. He could fit that role. And when looking back at the formation and looking at kind of what players that Potter has to work with, looking back at his Brighton team, I feel like the player that we sign has to be able to play a number of positions. And now with that criteria, I feel like there's only 2 players on this list that fit that. I think Martinez doesn't fit that. Felix maybe does, but not certainly. Nkunku and Depay, I think, definitely fit that role. And so out of the 2 players then, I think Nkunku makes the most sense. A player on the up, whereas Depay, of course, coming towards the end of his career, but is in his prime years. So we could maybe look at him in the future, but right now, Nkunku, that is the player I want to try and sign. So 65.8 is what the assistant manager recommends. Let's submit the offer and see what Leipzig say to that. Okay, they agree. And here's the contract then that we have agreed on so far. Crucial, 5 years, of course, no release clause, 150k a week, 850k signing on. Will Nkunku agree to that? No, he won't. He wants a lot more. Wow, okay. Let's edit that. Okay, so maybe a little bit too low first time around, but 180k, 1.8 million signing on. Again, we've got the money to do this. Let's get him in. And there we go. Nkunku is going to join. And there we go. Then that is for sure our final signing in this window, at least till we get to January anyway. I want to try and use the whole squad, see which players work, see which players don't. But Nkunku for now gets to number 10 and suits it quite well. And whilst we're here as well, let's get Nkunku on a development plan. I think Bombardier is probably the best one, or penetrator, playmaker forward, pressing forward. I mean, I would like a striker that presses from the front, and so let's get him on that. And also whilst we're here as well, I want to stop a youth academy, see if we can find some gems, because of course Chelsea seems to be transitioning into that sort of team that are growing and developing players. I think we just go 9 months. I don't want to specify. Let's just go any and leave it at that. Before we get into the game against City, how have they started their season? Okay, 2 games in, 2 wins. Yeah, to be expected, and I do expect a tough game. Well, here we go. Let's get into our first one, our 3rd game of the season. We need a win, but City away from home is going to be the toughest game of the season. Okay, really? Are we really going to start off in this fashion? Really? Foden? Yeah, Broja had a good game last time out. I can't exactly bench him straight away. Plus, Nkunku's just come into the club. In this game as well, we get to try out our new tactics. But Man City away from home isn't exactly the perfect game to start trying new tactics and judging it based on that. So, even if we do get a loss, I can't really judge the tactics against City. Oh, go on, Sterling. Play that for Leao, who can work this inside. Over to Broja. No, not even Broja. Havertz. Out wide. Jorginho, it's great. Look, chip over. Havertz controls it. The finish is there. The finish is not there. You know what, Reece James? Fly that one over. Turn that. Broja. The touch. Maybe the finish might just be there. We've got to work on that. No way. How has he done that? How has he done that? Ederson has just give away the ball. Broja capitalizes on this and we make it 1-0 against City. This is surely the best start we could have had. And here's the replay again. Ederson just literally just gives the ball away. Broja's on it. Straight away. Bang. In the back of the net. 1-0. All right, inside. Inside. Sterling. That's great. Leao. To finish, Leao. Oh, Ederson, what a save. Okay, this could be a problem for us. City playing really well. Haaland with a strike, but Kepa keeps it out. And just so you guys can see, here are the stats at half-time. Man City at home, possession, nearly 70%. You expect that, but we've got the goal. Oh, what a pass by Foden. Finds De Bruyne, and yeah, okay. I just knew, as soon as that found the path of De Bruyne, and he was lining up a shot, I just knew it was going in the back of the net. Yeah, and here's the replay again. Played out wide to Foden. Does well to keep hold of it. De Bruyne, and I just knew from this moment that was going in. Oh, no, I feel Man City are going to score. Yeah, I just knew it. I just knew Man City were going to score. Phil Foden now. Come on. I just can't believe we was in front for so long, and then now, oh, City lead by 2-1. Oh, go on, Broja. Okay, yeah, you know what, Broja, we've got to work on that finishing. I mean, can't even get it on target from there. No, City could have had a third in this game. Come on, Mahrez. I am disappointed. I've got to say, again, it's Man City away from home. I'm not saying I expected... Oh, come on. Okay, I don't know. And now we've got in full time. City walk away with a 3-1 win and the 3 points. Okay, so thoughts after that match. You know what, guys? Broja, again, good striker, will develop. Just didn't finish his chances that day. I think Nkunku will start from now on. Again, Broja will get game time. But I think in terms of the tactics, it worked quite well. But City, again, you just know you're up for a tough game. And now that the window has come to a close, I feel like our business has been quite well this season. Again, Leao bringing him in, much needed player. Nkunku, we're going to see what he's like in the next game, but overall a good window. And so the injuries begin. Mason Mount out for up to 2 months. I guess not too bad. Again, plenty of players to replace him, but Mount, one of our better players. And now for our next game, we're taking on Nottingham Forest. We're going to play this right now. Havertz is replacing Mason Mount in the lineup, and let's get into it. All right, here we go then. We've got ourselves a penalty. Let's get Nkunku on for this. Forgot to tell you guys that he starts in this game. Not the best penalty stat, but we're going to start him and see if he can get his first goal for the club. And of course he can. There we go. Nkunku scores, and we get our first goal of the game 70 minutes in. And then we got in full time, only the 1 goal in this one, but it gets us our first 3 points in the Prem. I've got to say then, it feels great to finally get 3 points in a game in the Premier League, but to finish in the top 4 by the end of the episode, still a long way to go. Okay, what a bizarre transfer we have just received. Havertz, right? PSG, 12.4 million plus Verratti. Now, if we didn't have Kante and I was looking for a player, I probably would look at a deal, but right now I'm going to go ahead and reject. But now into our next one, our first game in the Champions League, AC Milan. We know how tough this game is going to be. Made a few changes. Of course, still no Mason Mount. Let's get into it. Okay, Havertz taking this one inside. Doing really well. The pass. Here we go. Finish. There we go. 1-0. 1-0. And Nkunku, I feel like he's going to be a special player. I feel like this guy, this front three we've got, again, you've got Pulisic in there, Mount, Havertz, Nkunku now. It's going to work so well. Oh, Sterling, that is amazing. Over the top, Nkunku. Okay, a little bit of a stretch there. Tamori. Yeah, he's always going to deal with that. Reece James inside for Nkunku. Can find the pass. Go on. Make the run. Make the pass. Leao, oh, okay, last minute he's sort of got a little bit congested. Kante wins the header, into Leao, into Nkunku, play a pass inside, Nkunku again, Kante, the ball is down, Havertz, and is it 2-0, or is he offside? I think, yep, offside. Oh, Kante taken out from behind. Is this another injury? Is this another injury? Really? I mean, I want to see a red card get pulled out here. I mean, slides in. Okay, a yellow. I'll have to do. Oh, here we go. Nkunku. Oh, go on. We can finish this. We can finish this. Please finish this. How? Mike Mignon pulls off a great save to keep it 1-0. Oh, look at Gallagher. Look at the run he's on. Gallagher just going to keep going. Going to look for a cross towards the back post. And the cross is there, but the header just isn't there from Sterling. Pulisic, you know what? Go for goal. Pulisic. Again, another great save. Oh, Broja, what a ball. What a ball. Keep going. No, Sterling just getting beaten. And it looks like full time in this one. 1-0 win. I'll take the win and the 3 points. It's nice to see us pick up back-to-back wins for the first time in this career mode. Of course, 3 points is only the beginning. Now, our next game is taking on Spurs in the Premier League, of course. Looking at where they are right now, they're in 5th place on 9 points. So we get a win here, that'll be massive for us. And now here's the lineup we're going with to take on Spurs for this one. Going Kante and Kovacic in midfield. In terms of left wing position, Chilwell's going to come in because it's going to help us defend against Son, Kulusevski as well, of course, on the other side. Let's get into this. And a win in this would prove if we're on the right path and we've changed our form. Oh, Nkunku, go on, Leao. I think he's in behind, and I think he's on side. Never mind. Defended really well. Nkunku in behind for Leao. This is where we can cause damage right now. Leao inside. Does well. Leao to curl in. Oh, Lloris. What a save. Oh, there we go. Over the top again. Nkunku, we've got to try and get this one in. We've got to try our best. Nkunku forced out wide. Not really many options. Going to try and cross that one in. If we can control it, which we can't. Okay, into half-time. Here are the stats. Spurs with the most possession. Again, we've had 2 shots, but still no goal. Spurs now a decent free kick. We should be able to deal with this. No, Kepa. Oh my, I thought we conceded. I thought we conceded an own goal. No. Kane, that's going in. Wow, I'm surprised. Normally when Kane gets the ball in that position, it's going to be on target. Wow, what is actually going on in this game? Too many players are just, I really don't know. Sterling with a great chance right now. We're struggling. We are struggling against this Spurs team. Oh, Aubameyang does well. All he had to do was hold on to that one. Oh, there we go. There we go. This should be the goal. This should be the goal. Aubameyang, please finish that. Please. Oh, it's wide of the post. Oh, one and only truly best chance of the game, and it goes wide. Kante, play that. Here we go. Here we go. Kovacic. No, Kovacic just a touch too many, and the game's going to finish 0-0. And to be honest, both teams played a back 5. It was always going to be that sort of game on the counter, but walk away with just a 1 point. I am wondering at what point do we get Mendy back into the team, guys? Because of course, Kepa, I want to play him. I do want to use him because Potter is in real life, but Mendy just sat on the bench or the reserves. Doesn't feel right. And now for our next game, we're taking on Spurs once again. This time Carabao Cup. I rotated more or less the whole side, and Chukwuemeka is on the bench, so he might feature in this. And the result, 3-2. Okay, we're knocked out of competition. Chukwuemeka did come on. First goal being Sterling, but Spurs... yeah, Kane, you can't stop him. Okay, so a disappointing game against Spurs in the Premier League. Failure to get a win. We need a win in this one. Bournemouth come up next. We want that top 4. Let's get into it. No way. No way a Bournemouth made it 1-0. No way. Power shot into the bottom left-hand corner. Kepa just stood no chance. Havertz, play that inside. Play that inside. Nkunku to finish. Nkunku, and a great save by Neto. Oh, Havertz puts it in behind for Nkunku. But again, Bournemouth doing really well defensively. We're just getting nothing. Okay, by the way, I don't know how we've scored. I have not scored that goal, but I'll take the goal. I'll take the goal, and I'll take that goal as well. 2-1. Again, I don't know where that other goal has come from. It must be a glitch. Because honestly, I have not scored that goal, but I've scored this one. 2-1, and hopefully that is 3 points. And there we go then, a good win for us in the Premier League, even though I didn't score the first goal. We're up in 12th place. We're working our way up, but it's tough. It really is tough at the moment just to get a couple of wins going. And now for our next one, taking on Salzburg in the Champions League. Made a few changes. Chalobah coming in, Pulisic coming in. Hence 1-1. That is poor. That is really poor. I'm going to say, as a team, we are struggling to put a couple of wins together. Now, Kepa in goal. We could go with Mendy. That would help us, but... that's not who Potter is using in real life. But if you guys want me to do it, let me know. And now to our next one, take on Everton, of course, Frank Lampard's team. Let's get into this and hopefully get a win. Oh, here we go. Great chance. Leao, just going to keep running. Leao, close to goal.
Nope.
And it's... oh, what a pass. There you go, Leao. Once again. Will he play the pass across? The chance is in there, but Leao, there we go, 1-0. Finally scores past Pickford and gets us in front.
Nope.
Oh, go on. Make it 2. Make it 2. Oh, go on. He's punched it away. Punched it away. Get a header on that. We do. Leao. Reece James. Looking at something. Kante. We're just looking. Kante taken out. Kante taken out. Come on, ref. Pull out a red card. Pull out a red card for the first time in today's episode. Please do it. Please do it. I'll be so happy right now if he does. Everton down to 10 men. Yellow card for Iwobi. Okay, there we go then. Full time in this one. Only the 1 goal once again. We are lacking goals, but we're getting the points. And at least we do get a bit of good news after that one. Mason Mount has returned, so not too long to be back in the starting 11. And we are for sure working our way up the table. Now in 9th place, of course, still a long way to go. Newcastle being our next game, and they're in the top 4, and we're away from home. Here we go then. A massive game for us right now. We've got to get the win. If we get the win, we'll probably move up into the top 6, which will be a great place to finish. However, top 4 is the aim. Oh, here we go, Sterling. The pass. The finish might be there, and it is there. There we go, 1-0. An early goal, Kai Havertz against Newcastle. That is a really big goal for us. And of course, then Newcastle get themselves a penalty. Isaac. Yep, we're saving that. Kepa, what a save. What a save. Just get it cleared. No, Kepa. No. Oh, my. Newcastle do get level in this game. John Joe Shelby with the header at the back post. I didn't see that coming. There we go, a big chance to win this one. Nkunku, you can do it, Nkunku, finish that one. No, off the post. You're kidding. Okay, there we go then, full time in this one. Newcastle played really well, to be fair. But, you know, John Joe Shelby, header at the back post. What a goal. And now before we finish off, we're simming our third game in our Champions League group. And there we go, 3-0. Havertz injured. That is not what I want to see right now. So as we get one player back, Havertz is now injured. But luckily for us, only 7 days. Okay, then so a draw against Newcastle puts us up into 8th place. Of course, the aim was the top 4. But looking at top 4 right now, we've got a lot of work to do in improving our form and getting there. And there we go then, guys. Going to finish it there for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to drop me a like down below, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next episode.